Hey all, today we are going to see the Flutter form panel for the Android apps development. In this video, we are going to see the following widgets. So I'm going to explain you like what all the attributes will be required for each widget. So this is the expected output, and so to design this form panel, you need to have a scaffold and the app bar. So inside that I have form widget, okay. Then I'm using scroll bar to enable the scrolling feature, okay, and some alignments, some styling elements. So let's jump into the widgets. So the first widget is text field. So when you want to achieve this particular text field, you need to use the text form field or text field. Both can be used. So I'm giving a label called title and hint, like if you want to give some more detail about when the user is about to fill, you can provide that information. Let's say if you want to capture multi-line text, okay, so that time how we can use that. So you can use the same widget text form field, but you need to define the maximum lines. So now I'm using 3. Maybe let's say if you want to have 5 lines, so that is going to be increased. So like that you can do. But if you see this description and text field, both have different styles. So this description is covered with a complete border, whereas this field is a single line. If you want the same style, you can do one thing, just copy this border, okay. Let me read max lines. So inside the decoration is nothing but the styling elements, right? So you need to add this border, save it, then you can see the same style is applied here, okay. So the third thing is the widget, which is nothing but date picker, right? Let's say you want to choose some new date, or you want to use the inbuilt calendar of Android SDK. So how we can utilize that, right? For that, what you need to do, I have a separate class here, underscore form date picker. Maybe you can have a separate class into a new file. So I'm gonna provide you this code so that you can refer and use for your project. So inside this form picker, I'm going to use a column here just for the alignment purpose. Date, the value, this is date, the value. The third thing is edit, right? This is a button, right? So when you are going to click this text button, you can see here text button, you're going to show this pop-up, which is nothing but a show date picker, where you can define what is the initial dates, okay, and what is the first date and last date. So you can control the calendar, like what date range you want to display. Let's say if you want to avoid the future dates, you can put it the current year, like that. So that contains this particular class, okay. So there here I'm where is that? Yeah, here I have defined that. Okay, on change, it is nothing but a event. So whenever you are going to make any changes, let's say I'm going to make 14 because this is a separate widget. When you click OK, I need to update this. So you can use the new field where you whatever the value is user is going to choose, you can put that value and then refer that value into that widget so that the date will be updated. Same things applies when you want to capture it for any value inside the on changed event. Set update will be set update is to update the UI value, but you can get the value and assign it to some other parameters, okay. So the next thing is slider widget is nothing but, like, say when you want to have some input from the user with just drag and drop, so that time you can use the slider. And slider has too many things, like you can define the minimum range, maximum range, and this division is the most beautiful thing. So when you say 100, it means the divider will go one by one, okay. Let's say I want to increase 5 by 5, so I have a value of 100. Let me put the division as 20, so 100 divided by 20 equal to 5. So when you increase, it will go 5 by 5, so it's not one by one. And let's say if you want to put 100 divided by 50, which means what? So you will be having two increments, okay. So that is slider, okay. These are all the values. Again, you have the on changed event, which will use to keep the tracking of the current value, and then we are updating on the UI using the set state function. So the next field is checkbox. It's simple thing like true or false. So nothing is there, only you need to keep the value and update the statement. Then finally we have a switch. Okay, that is also again true or false. These values can be used on the settings of app or anywhere where you want to get either true or false. These two widgets will be useful. We have radio widgets also that can be covered in the next video. And then there are too many buttons are available in the Flutter SDK, but here I have covered only the 4 buttons here. One is a plain button, which is nothing but elevated button, where you need to define only these two properties. For every button you will have an on pressed event. So child, I'm going to use text elevated button. Let's say if you want to have an icon with that button, you can use icon and then define the icon. Okay, and then if you want to have only icon which is a clickable, again you can use icon button. Let's say you don't want any border or anything, you want simply a button with just a text, then you can use the text button. So here in real time we have used here text button. Okay, so this okay, cancel, all those things are text button only. Okay, so like this you can design a form panel in Flutter environment. In the description I'm going to share this link to download this code. That's all. Thank you very much.